All right, Husker fans, welcome back to the pod. Hope you guys are having a good week and are ready for the weekend. Today we're going to preview Nebraska's road matchup against Northwestern. We head to Evanston this Saturday to take on the Wildcats. We're going to break down what Northwestern does well. We're going to talk their stats leaders, areas they struggle, keys to the game for Nebraska, and then I'll wrap it up with a prediction and let you guys get to your weekend. So Northwestern, one of the more interesting teams in the Big Ten. They're 8-9, 0-6 in conference play, but this is a team you can't take lightly. They're competitive in every game, haven't been blown out all season. Welsh Ryan Arena will be rocking. So this is, again, being a Husker basketball fan, not a lot of success in previous seasons. I think it's normal for us to not take anyone too lightly. So let's get into the stats leaders for Northwestern. So kicking it off, Nick Martinelli, second leading scorer in the country. He leads the Big Ten in scoring. He is their dude, versatile scorer. He's an elite shooter from everywhere on the court, can hit threes. They feed him in the paint. He's good in one-on-one playmaking, and he's also one of their best rebounders. Really, really good player, 4-year guy. Let me pull up his picture for you. So you can see he's been with Northwestern all 4 years, 6'7", 225 pounds. He's their leading scorer. Then you've got Arrington Page, their big 6'11 forward, 245 pounds. See, he's averaging 13.5 points per game, 6.2 rebounds. Big physical forward, good rebounder. He also blocks a lot of shots for them. He's their second leading scorer. Jaden Reed, their point guard. Little kid, 5'10", 160 pounds, but man, he's fast. Quickness is his strength. He went off the other night against Illinois, had 28 points with penetration to the basket, hitting some threes. He is their distributor, 5.5 assists per game, as you can see. He really likes to speed it up and play in transition. Makes defenses react, creates a lot of scoring opportunities for him and his teammates. So those are their three studs. Nick Martinelli, the big-time scorer. Arrington Page, their 6'11 forward. And then Jaden Reed, their little point guard. That's faster than hell. All right, let's move on to Northwestern strengths. So, again, guys, Nebraska's 17-0. Northwestern is 8-9. Still looking for their first Big Ten win, but you can't take anyone lightly in this conference. Northwestern has played, every one of their games has been close, and I'll get into some more stats specific to that later, but we can't take them lightly, especially on the road. They've got the best scorer in the Big Ten. This is a team that creates turnovers, doesn't turn it over a lot, but let's specifically dive into Northwestern's strengths. So, number one, it's Martinelli. Leads off with him. Big Ten scoring leader, can do it off the dribble. They'll get it to him in the paint. He can hit three-pointers, lights out. He's shooting 57% from the field and 52% from three-point. That is incredible. And, of course, he's also this nation's second leading scorer. So he's going to get his. It's just a matter of not letting him go off, right? If he has 20 points or less, that's a good sign. If he's got 25 or more, that makes me nervous. Second strength for Northwestern, low turnover rate, long possessions. They only have average 8.2 turnovers per game, 8.4 turnovers per game, which leads the nation. They like to drag out the shot clock, slow down the tempo, but they lead the nation in assist to turnover ratio. So very similar to Nebraska, they get steals and they don't turn it over much. They average 18 assists per game, so they move the ball really well, good distribution, find the open guys. But yeah, they lead the nation in least amount of turnovers per game. Third strength, competitiveness, and fight in close games. I've talked about it. They haven't been blown out all season, especially at home. They play tight games. 7 games decided by 5 points or fewer, which leads the Big Ten this season. Haven't been blown out all year. Their worst loss came to Wisconsin by 12 points. I'm actually going to pull up their schedule for you guys. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, first 4 started off 4-0. then lost to Virginia, then beat South Carolina. Oklahoma State beat them. You see their biggest loss was Wisconsin by 12 points. Loss was close. Their loss last night to Illinois, lost by 11, but that was close in the first half. So again, you're not going to blow this team out. All right, let's get into their weaknesses. Number one, they have issues defensively against physical teams. You saw it against Illinois the other night, saw it against Ohio State, and Nebraska is a physical team. Nebraska's done a great job on the glass the last 4 games, winning the matchups. Northwestern struggles to get rebounds. They're 15th in the Big Ten, nabbing only 33 rebounds per game. That's an opportunity for Nebraska to take advantage of. That's a weakness for them. Illinois had a ton of second chance opportunities in that game. I see ranked Mass, Burke, Bucht, and Gel crashing the boards, getting some opportunities on the glass. They're not consistent shooting, especially from three-point outside of Nick Martinelli. Yeah, Jaden Reed went off the other night, but other than those two, nobody's proven the ability to shoot consistently from three-point. They also don't have many scorers outside of their top 3 guys. When those guys aren't hitting shots, it's easy to defend them. They're only shooting 31% from 3 this season, guys. One of the lower percentages in the Big Ten. Their last weakness, they've struggled late in games. Conference play, of course. They haven't won any games in the conference, but they've had late game collapses. They've lost 6 of 8 games. They've lost 6 of 8 games that were within the final 5. That were within 5 points in the final moments. Rutgers, Michigan State, Minnesota, Virginia. So they fall apart offensively and defensively late in games. Crunch time has not been a positive for them. And for Nebraska, that has been our strength, crunch time. All right, keys to the game for Nebraska. Number 1, we've got to apply constant pressure on their ball handlers. Sam Hoy, our whole has played tremendous defensively all season long, forcing turnovers, forcing, uncomfortable shots from the opposing team. And I think that's going to be our first key. Get Martinelli out of his rhythm. He can't be the guy taking all their shots. They're going to try to get him the ball early, hit some quick threes. They're going to move the ball around, do a lot of pick and rolls, create space. But if we can force them into uncomfortable possessions like we've done to pretty much everybody this season, that will play in our favor. They want to grind out possessions. We've got to disrupt it. So it starts with getting pressure on Jaden Reed. He's quick. He's going to try to move in transition, get the ball to Martinelli from three-point. We've got to apply constant ball pressure. Second key to the game, we've got to win the rebounding battle. Northwestern struggles to prevent offensive rebounds. They're not a good rebounding team overall. Second chance points is an area they've really struggled. So ranked Mass, Burke, Bucht, and Gel, Jared Garcia, Braden Frager. They're going to have an chance points attack their defense. Huskers need to pick up the pace, be aggressive. I really like what Jamarcus Lawrence has done in transition the last few games. He likes to speed it up. He can find the open shot, whether it's Price Sanford, Braden Frager, or Hoiberg. I think he's done a good job of attacking, and I think we need to do that against this defense. Get up shots early, hit threes, try to tack in transition after getting turnovers. I think it's important Nebraska plays at a fast pace in this game. Northwestern doesn't force a lot of turnovers either. That can enable us to be more aggressive and tack the rim. My prediction for this one, I have yet to predict a Nebraska loss, and that is not going to stop today. I think the Huskers pull away late by 16 points, 78-62. I think Northwestern will keep it close, especially in the first half with their elite scoring from Martinelli. But I think Nebraska is going to control the tempo early. I think our defense, even though Northwestern's really good at not turning it over, I still think we're going to force turnovers. I think they'll keep it competitive for stretches with Martinelli. I think our scoring depth, we've got 4 guys averaging 10-plus points per game, and our which, we're averaging 11 made threes per game, which is really, really solid. I don't think they can keep up with us. I think our physicality inside will also help limit their second chance points. Nebraska has struggled to protect the boards, especially against Illinois. We gave up a lot of offensive rebounds, but we've kind of buttoned it up since that game. And I think the physicality of Burke Buchton-Gel, ranked Mass, will really play in our favor. I see Price Sandfort being the scoring leader again. I think he's going to have his second consecutive game, knocking down 5 threes. Hoiberg, he's going to continue his strong performances. I think he'll have another big night, filling up the stat sheet, getting steals, assists, rebounds. I think he'll knock down a couple threes. He's really improved his confidence on his three-point shooting this season. He's just playing so confident, so well. I don't see it stopping. I think he's going to do all the little things that everybody else doesn't want to do, and he's going to continue to be a fan favorite. Ranked Mast, I think he's going to get back on track with his rebounding. He's had a few slow games in a row on the rebounding, in terms of rebounding. I think he'll lead the team in rebounds, getting 7 or more. I think he'll also score around 14 points in this game. It'll be difficult with his matchup against Martinelli and Page, but I think he's going to get his. That's all I've got, you guys. Thanks for watching. Please leave comments, like, and subscribe if you enjoy getting these constant Husker updates and game previews. Tune in for the next episode. We play Northwestern tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Likely on Monday, I'll do a recap. Sunday or Monday, I'll do a recap of that game. And then I'll also provide some more updates on Husker recruiting. The dead period ends. It's the final day of the transfer portal window. Because it includes Indiana and Miami. Anyone that was in the playoff gets an extension period. So I'll provide some final updates on that. We've got some good stuff brewing in the mix. So thanks for tuning in. Have a good weekend, everybody. Go Huskers this Saturday, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much.